I am Iron Man.
Hello there.
Avengers!
Stars of Marvel, Miss Marvel Part 3.
Yeah.
I liked this a lot, and I think the thing I like is I've nicknamed it in my head. It's keeping up with the Khan family. It's
pretty much. Yeah.
It's everything when it's the family or the like the actual
the dynamic
people.
between all the family and friends and all like any scene with like at the mosque or when they had the wedding and everything was amazing. This episode.
I actually felt like it was Full House-esque. Like,
yeah,
I feel like I'm just like enjoying the enjoying these characters so much, just being like on screen.
Oh yeah.
And then the Marvel stuff happens, and that's the stuff I'm like iffy about.
Yeah, you're just kind of yeah. I was this episode was good. It was a good episode. I'm not gonna say it was a bad episode, but it's not what I expected.
I had a lot of not complaints, but a lot of like really moments kind of like, you know what I mean? Like and that's what, like, I mean, none of this is I told you before, and I still stand by this. Like, I have no expectations. I cannot
no.
guess.
I went into this show. I think we both went into the show kind of like,
right.
So whatever they do is gonna be fine. But
so I pulled up, we at the start of the episode, we find out who the people are that kidnapped her, right? And they're helping her at the start of the episode, and it's the quote unquote clandestine.
Yep.
Which I looked up, and I have right here is a actual like comic book Marvel team, basically. And I kind of briefly looked into this just to kind of see if I've recognized any characters in the group, and I do not. And long story short, I don't know anything about them.
I feel like Marvel just kind of did a big grab bag thing, or like put a bunch of names in a hat and just threw them in there. Like, we'll see if we get them, and then just mixed around and went, okay, we got the clandestines. All right, let's go with it. Like some obscure comic from the 90s. Let's do it. Like,
and that's I have no issue with that at all. Like, that's fine, especially like a new Miss Marvel background. We knew they're changing it up. Sure, bring in some unknown group.
They didn't go, or at least it doesn't seem like they're going the Inhumans route, which makes sense. With like it wanting to be cosmic. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Interdimensional stuff too. Like what they're from another dimension.
I guess Phase 4 is just all going to be multi-dimension, multi-universe,
which doesn't surprise me. Like we kind of talked about that in our Doctor Strange episode. That's the big thing is the multiverse and the dimensions. Ant-Man and the Wasp 3 or 2, however you want to word that. Ant-Man, Quantumania, that's going to be interdimensional. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if this somehow ties into that.
Yeah,
my dude, so these people are like super nice, and they're like explaining what they are to her and blah 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 blah, and it's all cutesy, whatever. She goes home, she's all fine, blah 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 blah. She talks to Bruno, and she's like, hey, my other 16-year-old friend, let's figure out interdimensional travel. And he's like, I read a paper.
I read. Then he mentioned like Selvig, right? Did he mention
Selvig? Yeah.
Which
that's a fun little shout out, but like,
what 16-year-olds like, ooh, quantum physics? I know about that. Like, unless you're like what the hell is
Tony
his name?
Stark, maybe?
Yeah, Tony Stark or the kid from The Good Doctor. Like,
right. Yeah, exactly. Like he just what is that called?
Savant syndrome, right?
Oh no, sorry. I was just generic picture memory. What is that?
Photogenic memory.
Yeah. Like even that, like, though, like, he's a 16-year-old kid that read a paper. Like, I've read papers about dinosaurs. That doesn't mean I can dialogue to you how to reconstruct a dinosaur. Like,
you're not John Hammond up in here. Like,
I don't know. I thought that was funny. Like, I mean, they haven't done it yet, but they are very, very much implying that he has the capability to figure this out.
To travel interdimension. Yeah, like I mean, the guy can make an Alexa, but I don't know if he'll be able to travel interdimensionally. Like,
right, like I can suspend disbelief for science when it comes to a 16-year-old making web shooters. These things that shoot strings that don't exist.
Yeah.
Or like I can even suspend disbelief when I'm talking about the 16-year-old creating an Alexa device that is very much a real thing and he made his own. Sure. but interdimensional travel, like I'm just
that's a whole different thing. Yeah.
Like, come on. It's just, and that's it's just funny how much the Marvel aspects of this show kind of weigh it down. And like because they are just so in your face about it.
It's definitely a better, not sitcom, but almost like a family drama show, like like something you'd see on ABC or like a This Is Us type thing or something. You know what I mean? Like one of those type shows.
This feels absolutely like something off of ABC Family.
Yeah.
Or like
exactly. Yeah.
Freeform.
Yeah. Yep. That's more all I was going for. Yeah. Like
in my day, it was ABC Family.
ABC Family. we had Secret Life of American Teenager. Oh God. When she wasn't married to Aaron Rodgers. I completely forgot what I was gonna say.
Yeah, it happens. But like it's just it's a lot. They're asking like a lot in this Marvel, and the Marvel aspects of it. They just feel like they're asking a lot of the audience to be like, yeah, that makes sense. And it's just, I don't know. Like I said, it's funny. It's just the stuff that I expect to like and dislike are completely flipped. Like that's just really what it is. Like the comic booky stuff are the stuff that take me out of the show, and I'm baffled by that. And like, what else? Like even this, right? Like when damage control, when damage control comes to the mosque to interrogate them,
I love that scene.
What? Sorry.
That was a badass scene.
It was awesome.
When what's her name? The friend Nox, right?
I forget her name. Nakia,
something like that. They call her Nox.
They call her Nox. Yes, good job. When Nox just kind of steps in, she's like, "No, you need a warrant," and she's like, "Do you sure?" And like, and it was, I loved how they were like, she's like, "Oh, well, it's law and order, but I know it's also right." And I'm like, I like that they weren't trying to make her smarter than she is. Like, she was just, like
she just watches Law and Order and like knew that,
And it was just like, I really enjoyed her. I really enjoyed. Okay, so I looked up the lead, the parishioner or whatever of a mosque. I think if I have this correctly,
the mosque head, it's
an imam is how you say it. I don't know if that's, I googled it to try and be correct. Who knows? But he was awesome. He's a great personality. I really enjoy him.
I forget what the line was. I should have gone back and wrote it down, but I put the mosque warrant scene was badass, and I loved the shoe comment. I forget what the shoe comment was.
So that was one of the things I rewatched like quickly beforehand, and it was she's like, "We'll be back with a warrant." He basically just straight up goes, "And when you do come back, please next time remove your shoes."
That's what it was.
And it was just like, oh
yeah.
But it was so good. Like he really does have this fun personality to him, and then even later when it's just him and Kamala having that one-on-one scene where, again, Spider-Man reference, straight up Spider-Man 2, Peter like asking his doctor, like, hypothetically, if I'm Spider-Man, and like this is her being like, hypothetically if I'm Nightlight.
And he was just I feel like he was kind of just reading through it all, like
but no, he was a great he was a
great mentor.
Thank you, man. The words are just escaping me today. But he was a great mentor to her, and it just played so well. I just enjoy the conversation of it. And even we're all building up to like the wedding. The wedding was so fun.
That was such a good just like between the actual wedding itself and like the reception, there was like so much fun stuff going on, like between the family. Like when apparently that's a Muslim tradition for like wedding days, is they steal the groom's shoes.
That was funny.
And I was like, they got him.
And I even love I forget the brother's name, but he's been a character I've enjoyed the whole time too. But him being like, "You're supposed to take one, not all of my shoes."
Yeah.
And there's actually a kid running around in the background just holding all of his shoes, which is funny. Like, it's goofy fun, man. Like I said, it makes me feel like it's a new Full House kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I just enjoy it. But like I know I'm jumping around a lot here, so please interrupt if there's anything you specifically want to jump in on. But like,
No.
the like going to the wedding, and then so the wedding's followed up with the clandestine.
Yeah,
whatever.
Either
she
one
don't do
works.
nothing.
Yeah, she don't do
The clandestine, but literally the clandestine, you suddenly see the mom pissed off at the son because we're hanging out at the wedding tonight. We'll get back to you with an update tomorrow. And she's like, we can't wait any longer. I'm like,
and it's just a flip from 0 to 100 of just like, yeah,
you've been here for like 200 years, but you can't wait another day for the 16-year-old to figure out interdimensional travel.
Yeah, right. Like that was the only thing that made me pissed off in this episode is they flipped from 0 to 100 like real quick. Like, oh, we're your friends, we'll help you, and then it was like, all right, we're gonna kill you and make you do. We're not gonna kill you. We're gonna make you do what we want. And
right, and it was, you're right, it was too fast. Like we needed like a full episode, like the end of this episode, them like having an evil grin or smirk or something. That would have been the so they're gonna be evil. But no, they just already evil, and then we already get a fight. And that was kind of my next thing. The fight's a fun fight, like all the powers and stuff happening. But in what world is Kamala holding her ground against these people?
Oh, yeah, like, I know. These interdimensional beings that are, I'm guessing trained to fight or something.
Hundreds of years on her.
Yeah.
Like, and then she's just throwing up the powers left and right. Like, and it's, I think in that situation, I need a little more of her getting hurt in like it's a training kind of session kind of way, like she's making mistakes, like she was blocking everything.
She had she had the not emotional, but like the test of her spirit when she dropped the kid.
Right.
But she still hasn't, like you said, she still hasn't had that, like, I got beat up. I got, I mean, I guess they can't really beat up a 16-year-old girl. Like,
right.
I guess, Disney Plus trying to save face. They can't really beat her up, but.
Well, yet again, another adult joke. When she finds out she's a djinn, the first thing Bruce, right? Bruno. First thing Bruno says is, what do you mean? Like a gin and tonic? Like,
yeah.
What are with these jokes?
Talking about Coke. We're talking about like, what the hell?
We got cocaine drop. We got vodka drop. Now we got gin and tonic drop. Like, oh my God, Disney Plus. God,
one thing I wanted to mention before I forget, in the very beginning scene when it's the flashback, did you notice in that like temple thing is the 10 rings symbol?
No, really?
Yeah, in the where they're standing, where like they find the angle thing. What they're standing on is the 10 ring symbol. So I'm wondering if they're gonna somehow link Miss Marvel with Shang-Chi.
Yeah, I think they have to, because that would make total sense. We know that, right? We already know Miss Marvel's on her way to the cinematic, literally the theatrical with the Marvels.
Yeah,
and then Shang-Chi is clearly set up to be a big guy in the future for the movies. And
Captain Marvel was in that post-credit scene of Shang-Chi where they were like examining the rings, right?
Yeah,
something like that.
And they were like, "Oh, it's cosmic and all that, blah blah blah."
And, sorry. Yep.
No. I'm just gonna say again, I didn't even see the rings. I think that's huge, and I think you're absolutely right. They're gonna link those together somehow.
And one thing I saw, thank you to the channel I watch, New Rockstars. Not that they need a plug; they've got like millions of subscribers, but they the hand that they take it off of is blue, like the hand that they take the gauntlet off of the gauntlet. Yeah, so
that would make it.
They're thinking it's Kree. Yeah, they think it might be some sort of Kree technology that's like inside which would make it cosmic, like Captain Marvel energy, because she was she was
created with
Kree energy.
Yeah. So now we're combining. Well, obviously, Captain Marvel is going to come into it somehow, but specifically Kree Captain Marvel and Shang-Chi. Very interesting.
Yeah,
very interesting. Also, to play into it. Remember, did you ever watch Shield?
No, I didn't. I think I saw like the first 2 episodes.
So I mean, this is, I believe, accurate to the comics too. But from what I know from Shield, the Inhumans are created with Kree bloodline.
Yeah,
like essentially similar to Captain Marvel, but not at that level.
Terrigen Mist, right? Isn't that what it is or something? Yeah.
So if you're telling me that you think you saw a Kree at the start of this episode,
could be Inhumans.
They really might be going for it.
Yeah. And
that's wild.
And they could be, I mean, I know because the Jinn are like a like what the people are that are trying to hurt Kamala now. That's like an ancient Muslim not tradition.
Like a deity or
yeah, like a sect.
Well, she's scared of it. She it's like something that it's like something that she was like nightmares of and stuff like her whole life when she was little. Yeah, so it makes a lot of sense tying all that together. And I don't dislike the story. I just there's just these things that taking me out of it really randomly.
I feel like they're rushing the Marvel aspects of the story and making the family aspects of the story like the majority of the episode.
Which speaking of like she's gonna get the other bangle, right? Like she's gonna get the other bangle, and that's gonna be last episode. You talked about other people were all thinking like, oh, this is only the start of her powers, right? It's gonna have a final form.
Yeah,
we're gonna get that when she gets both bangles.
Yeah, and I have a feeling that form will be like her arms actually extending. You know what I mean? Like
I don't know, maybe like
or it could just be like an even a more enhanced cosmic energy.
More colorful lasers coming out of her arms. I don't know. I'm so like, okay, so I don't know what's going to happen with the son. He's got to have some kind of powers too. So it wouldn't surprise me if like he gets the other bangle at first and they fight and then he gives it to her. Is kind of what I'm thinking. Like you get a little mid-season quarrel. Trouble in Paradise action happening.
Yeah, I mean, he in the comics he is some sort of cosmic being, like the Cameron, right? That's his name.
Yeah, Cameron. I would have remembered that, but yes, that is correct.
he does have some sort of powers in the comics, so I'm guessing at some point either. Again, I don't know how long the season is. I don't know if they're gonna do 6 episodes.
I believe it was 6 or 8. Let me real quick pull that back up. But I had
because they're hour episodes, and all the other hour episode shows have been 6, but they could be
6. Yeah, we're doing 6.
So we're halfway through right now.
Wow, we're already halfway through it.
So I have no idea what the hell. And now she's going to India, so no idea what the hell is going to happen now,
dude. I don't know. This is now I'm on like backpedaling myself here. There's too much that like. That's not even true. There's not too much to happen. What is going to happen?
I just don't know what's going to happen. Yeah.
Oh man, this is funny just because I'm just kind of enjoying it, and I feel like it's just going to wrap up. And I'm going to be like, it's over. Like,
and the thing I like about this that I'm not so invested that if it does kind of crash and burn, I'm kind of like, it's not the end of the world. Like,
I've definitely enjoyed this enough as is that. I'm okay either way. It, like we've said, like it's not some beloved character of mine that I'm, criticizing every twist and turn. It's not some crazy. It's a series I knew wasn't generally for me. Like I'm just enjoying it for what it is. Like it's that Marvel stuff, man. That it's 3 episodes to explain where this other bangle is, how they're going to do interdimensional travel, and how the clandestine are bad guys. Like
I feel like they crammed a lot into this episode.
Yeah.
Like we found out what the source of her power is, who these people are, and now that they want to abuse her power to open a portal so they can get back home. That's what, like, do you even think that happens in the show? I almost don't think that does. I have a feeling that's going to save for like a season 2.
I don't even
there's just so much to cover in 3 episodes.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. That's so bizarre. It's like a man.
Because then there's also stuff with damage control too. So it's like there's so much going on.
That is something that has to get cleared up this season. Is there's no way they end with her on bad terms with damage control, because I feel like that would get dicey from like a critical standpoint to have her like on the run or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
I like they got to clear that up. And then the clandestine, I could see them. Maybe they're like captured by damage control, like taken in for interrogation, so they don't make it away. They don't make it interdimensionally, but they're captured, and maybe that gives us a end credit scene for Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Like, I really feel like that's the movie that's going to most tie into this. That's not Captain Marvel. Like,
is Ant-Man and the Wasp the next to come out after Thor?
No, next after Thor is Black Panther. Panther,
really?
or Wakanda Forever. Yeah, that's supposed to be this November still, which I don't believe. But
yeah, I feel like we haven't heard anything on that at all.
All right, let's.
I mean, understandably, because
yeah, there was so many things
doing about it. But
that movie. I don't know. I forget if we've talked about that, but let's save that for another time. I think because it's just there's a lot to it. Like I really hope it's good. I loved the first one, and I want to see it succeed.
I don't. We could talk about it in another episode, but yeah, I don't know what direction they're going within because I mean, yeah, I'm sure everybody listening knows, but the actor that played Black Panther passed away.
So I got here the schedule in front of me, so we can actually see it through. So after Ms. Marvel, 6 episodes, we have Thor: Love and Thunder, which is next week. Can't believe
I know, right?
Gotta talk about that sooner than I thought. I will be seeing that on the premiere Thursday the 7th.
I'll probably see that Monday more than likely.
Okay.
Or Sunday.
We'll have a schedule, or we'll have an episode scheduled for that though.
Oh yeah.
After that, the next thing is the I Am Groot series on Disney Plus.
Oh, it's like the kids short series, right?
Yeah,
like shorts.
Did you ever watch on Disney Plus? I thought it was adorable. The Sporky shorts.
Yeah, yep.
I think it's gonna be exactly like that. Like just meaningless, cute, fun, and I'm excited to see where it is. The interesting thing is I feel like they're setting it up like it's about Baby Groot, which we don't have Baby Groot right now, so maybe
which is interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I don't think it's gonna have any like deep plot or anything, but it'll be fun. No. The next thing after that, or coinciding depending on how Groot releases, She-Hulk. I forgot is in August.
Oh yeah. That's in August too?
Yup.
Oh shit. So we're gonna have She-Hulk and Andor to cover in August.
That's right. Oh my god. That's gonna be a great time. It's gonna be a great time.
Oh yeah.
And then What If season 2 is supposed to come out this year, but that does not have a release date. Werewolf by Night is this October, which is they're doing a horror. Werewolf by Night is an old school Marvel horror comic, and it's a one-shot movie on Disney Plus. Is what
maybe tie in Blade there somehow, or
I think it's going to tie in either Blade or Moon Knight. It's my guess. But yeah, definitely a darker kind of thing. That
or what about what's his name? The guy from the end of Eternals.
Oh, Black Knight. Black Knight. Yeah, that I could see that too. I actually could see that more than Blade, just because there's been so much nothing on Blade. I feel like there's no way he's coming in any other cameos anytime soon. After that, November, Wakanda Forever. And also to end this year is the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Which that is going to be so much fun, I think.
Oh yeah, I feel like they're gonna tease. They're gonna tease. Did it? My phone's ringing. Oh, there we go. Sorry. Yeah, I feel like they're gonna tease like the Star Wars special. Like how shitty that was.
I assume the whole thing is just based off of making fun of the Star Wars Christmas special.
Oh yeah.
Which is, I have never seen the Christmas special.
No, I've seen. I watched someone like make fun of it, but I've never seen like the whole thing through.
I've seen like still shots from it, like pictures, like stills of it, but I've never seen it. And just to kind of close this out, the first thing coming out next year, besides Kraven the Hunter, which I mean, come on, the first thing.
Wait, they're talking about the Kraven the Hunter thing?
Yeah, it's Sony January, dude.
Is that a Sony?
Oh, that is a Sony through and through. Nothing to.
So they're trying to pull like a Venom, but with all of Spider-Man's other villains.
Yeah, just to kind of like put you in the mood for Kraven the Hunter. The only thing that's been released about it is that he is a lover of animals and nature.
Okay.
And just to remind you, the name is Kraven the Hunter. So Sony did great so far. They've released one statement and they screwed it up.
Yeah.
No, but so the first thing that's MCU related next year is Quantumania in February.
Oh, nice. I'm excited. I'm very excited for that.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I think that's gonna be I think that might be our first glimpse at Secret Wars.
Definitely, yeah, because I mean, that's 1,000% already casted as having Kang in it.
Yep, correct.
So
correct.
that'll be that'll be I feel like our first little taste at Secret
and then
Wars.
In July of next year will be the Marvels. So this is definitely a good pace, like MCU wise, that they're giving us Miss Marvel this summer, and then next summer, like the sequel is essentially going to come out. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
because I don't expect a season 2, at least not before the Miss Marvel's movie.
Yeah,
or the Marvel's movie.
I have a feeling that the second season would be after the Marvel's movie.
Correct.
Yeah.
Especially with how soon the movie's coming. Yeah, I agree. I actually have one more thing about the episode. I know we kind of jumped off that here, but my biggest peeve, like even joking about the fight scene and all that stuff, my biggest peeve is Kamala is so, like, I think it's because I'm enjoying her family dynamic so well. Why would she not tell her family at the end what's going on?
Exactly, right? Like that was the whole time I was sitting there. I was like, why just say like what's going on? They'll understand. Like maybe the mom might be pissed, but they'll understand.
They're gonna be like flustered or something at the moment, but like this is the moment. This is the moment you tell them, and
just show them the powers so that way they believe, and in
the MCU, everyone knows everyone.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I that was my like, but I actually think that's kind of done well, because that's me as an audience being like, come on, do the thing. Like, tell them. Like, it's like when you're yelling at the people in a horror movie, you're like, don't go in there.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of how I feel right now. And I don't know. I think, like I said, that might be a good writing thing for the episode, because I'm sitting here like on the edge of my seat, like, oh, she should have told them. But like, I don't know. It was weird. I thought she should have told them at the end of the episode that she was Nightlight.
It would have made sense for, like, you know, to happen in real life, but it's I think my Marvel property, so they got to drag it out as much as possible.
Right. They got to do that. Which speaking of quick stall, but did you hear about the Obi-Wan writer that was interviewed this past week?
Mm-mm.
Obi-Wan writer came out and said that he had written for Disney a trilogy of movies for Obi-Wan, and they decided to turn it into a series, and only the first movie was what we saw so far in season 1.
Shit.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's a lot of like, there's a lot of emotions coming out for people, because people are like, oh, you turned 1 2-hour movie into a 6-hour series. That's upsetting. Which I'm like, okay, but like, also, are there 2 more seasons of Obi-Wan on the way?
Yeah. I mean,
interesting idea.
Where they left it, I feel like probably not.
I agree.
But you never know.
You never know.
We'll definitely dive into that during our series recap, which I did get Nick Calandris's. He's good to go on that. So
Nick is also good to go. So
all right.
I will establish a date at another time. But yeah. All right. So cool. We're gonna have the other 2 Star Wars experts that I know of come on our show.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I don't know, man. Anything else for this Miss Marvel episode?
2 just funny things. God damn, I got freaking bit up by mosquitoes.
Oh, dude, I get the yard hates me, and I keep getting attacked by things in there.
The one thing I love, just like funny things I saw, the band name at the reception.
Yes, what was it?
Brown Jovi.
Yes, yes.
That was hilarious. I
thought it was funny.
Crying laughing when I saw that. And then when they go into the kitchen to fight, and like Kamala walks in, and everyone just kind of looks at her and then goes back to working, and she's like, everybody needs to get out, like it's serious, and they keep working, and then the one guy comes in and just starts hitting stuff, and the one lady looks up and goes, nope, I'm good, I'm out, nope, and just was like, hell no.
I felt like that lady in the kitchen was the person we talked about in New York being like, why do I still live here? Like, that lady was the lady like, nope, I've seen too many of these Avengers shit. I'm out.
I'm good.
Done.
Don't want any of this cosmic energy coming near me.
No, not at all.
And then the one thing I have here too, when they were fighting that guy with the like whip thing.
Yeah,
it was
like
that
whip
like giant
weapon.
thing. I was Cameron, whatever his name is, pulled out that like little tiny pen thing that had a little like it almost looked like a mace, like
I don't remember that.
It was like a little tiny weapon, and I was like,
okay,
what the hell are you gonna do with that? This guy's like a whip. Like, what are you gonna like walk?
I
up
do
next
remember
to
him
and
fighting
smack
now
him
that you
with
say
it?
that though, and I feel like he does hold his own a little bit. Like
A
I
little
think
bit, yeah, but
yeah.
surprisingly with this tiny ass weapon that he has.
Yeah, it was a little, a little Peter Pan sword. That's all. It's like him going up against Captain Hook. It's like, it does the job. No, and that's the funny thing too, right? Like that was a classic Marvel fight. Like I enjoyed it visually. Like like Kamala having her powers is a fun time to watch. I like the purple colors. It's very colorful and exciting, and I think it's a fun fight. I think she should have got beaten around a little more because she's never fought anyone with her powers before.
Exactly.
Like you already established how she's not strong with her powers. So, but now she's just literally beating up people, beating up
interdimensional, like interdimensional beings. So you got no problem with.
That's I don't know. Like I said, we're talking like minute details about a show that it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I think is the best way to put it.
It's good for what it is. I wasn't expecting much from this show because I didn't really know anything about Miss Marvel, and it's been good so far. Like it's better than I expected. I thought I was gonna start the first episode and be like, nah, I'll skip this one. But
I think I don't know. I if anything, this just makes me miss the movies. Like I'm glad Thor's coming out in 2 weeks because I'm excited to go see Thor. Like as I'm like see that movie. Like I love the Marvel movies, and that's what I think. Like I don't know, man. Like I'm excited to see her in the Marvels. Like it'll be a fun seeing her in a full-fledged movie that gives her like
interacting with other actual superheroes and stuff.
So I'm okay with a series like this establishing a character. It's right. It's almost like we're skipping the origin story. You know, like the origin story is season 1. Okay, I get that. Let's get that out of the way. And it's like, okay, instead of season 2, let's just movie her.
Throw her in the movie. Yeah.
Right, and that's what.
I almost kind of have a feeling when she's gonna be in the movie, she's not gonna have full control over her powers yet. I almost in the Marvels.
That would make sense to me. Like
and like Captain Marvel has to kind of like teach her and
train
guide
her
her
or something.
And like, what's her name's gonna be in it? Monica Rambeau, the one that was in WandaVision.
Really?
Yeah, she's gonna be in it too.
Interesting. Curious, very curious.
Photon, I forget her name. She
like
got hit by the hex. She got hit by the hex energy.
She went through the heck. I think Photon's what it is. Yeah, she's cool. That's dude. It'll be an interesting movie. I'm excited for that too. It's a lot of cool things coming, and this show is okay in my book, and I think that's just kind of where it's at. Maybe I'll have this sweet kick-ass finale, and that'll be fun.
I mean, we still got 3 more episodes, so we'll see. You know, they might fix whatever they rush through this, because as we said the same thing about Obi-Wan. Like the 4th episode, we were like, oh, things felt rushed. You know, it was a lull of an episode. Not that this was a lull, but you know, it was kind of a episode. But you know, the next 3 parts could.
That's what I think. I think they just need to pick it up and keep it going. Like don't drop the beat again, because if you do that, like at this point, if you're not going to have her tell her family, just have like enough happening that she has reason to not tell. Like she's not telling her family because she can't even go see her family. She's on the run, or because she's so busy trying to get Bruno to interdimensional travel or whatever. Like have stuff happening. And don't let it slow down. Like at this point, I feel like we shouldn't even go back to high school yet, right? Like, like there's too much happening. But I think that's what's going to happen. Tomorrow we're going to watch this episode. She's going to be
in class or walking in the hallway.
In class or something like that. It's like, you can't be going to class right now. There's people hunting you.
Yeah, right. Like,
yeah. So we'll see. And I don't know. I guess that's it. I can't get over 16-year-old. Figure it out. Interdimensional travel. Let's freaking go.
Figure it out. Go up in your room above the bodega and figure it out.
I've been here for 150 years, can't do it, but you go figure it out.
You 16-year-old, you figure it out.
And I assume it's because she has the bangle. Like that's the like she can do it with the bangle is I think the idea. Like I think the power source that Bruno needs for that is supposed to be the bangle or the 2 bangles maybe, but like it's just silly. It's goofy.
my theory for next episode. So this episode ended with her grandma calling and being like, "You need to come over here."
Oh, the train,
we
right?
we had we you saw the vision too, right? And so I'm guessing Kamala and her grandma are seeing the same things, seeing the same visions. I think she's gonna go. I'm guessing she's going to India, or no, I'm sorry, Pakistan, and
Yes.
is gonna find the other Bengal.
I'm guessing the grandma still has it.
Yeah,
I think she sent she sent Bengal A to America so she could talk to someone in America, and it's like now they're like communicating through that, and it's like, all right, now you got to come to me for the other one.
Could be, yeah. She might be maybe not wearing it, but just has it with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like has it with her.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't. I mean, there was a lot going on in this episode, but there also wasn't. Like we found out that the Jinn are bad people, and the DODC are still dicks. So
which funny that like it's like they set it up that Jinn are good people, and then she's like, oh, I've been scared of Jinn like nightmares my whole life, and it's like, oh no, they are bad people.
Oh yeah,
like, no,
they're terrible.
They're actually
like,
bad.
The whole thing that like the dad's story when he went to the bodega to get the tasty cake or whatever it was.
Yes, which that's it. I immediately was like, oh, I love a tasty cake pie right now.
Oh my god, yeah. When he pulled that out, I was like, I just want one of like the Boston cream ones. Like, oh,
dude, a tasty cake like cherry pie. Love that. Like the tasty cake pies are so.
Oh he's right. They're amazing. They're amazing. But apparently that's a dig at the old Marvel comics, because in like the 80s and 90s they put I think it's Hostess that was they put Hostess like what the hell is it? Not ads, but like what the product placement in the comics,
in the actual comics,
like the characters would be eating a Hostess cake and be like, oh this Hostess cherry pie is really good, and like
it was always that's so funny. That's good.
That's why he was like, I love these Hostess pies, they're so good and they're so synthetic and everything.
And I'm immediately like, you know what, I want a tasty cake.
Yeah.
Goddamn, Philly does it right.
You come over here to Wawa, you better get it right, okay?
I need to go to Wawa to get me a hoagie and some tasty cakes. But no, yeah, that was funny. And I forget how did we get there?
About how the Jinn, like the story about the Jinn and everything. Right. Like he told the story of like how they need a cosmic being. At least that's what I got out of the story. They need like a cosmic energy to be able to open the portal or whatever. But the cosmic energy they need would kill the person who has it, or harm the person that has it.
Wow,
I believe that's what I got from that.
Really important. And all I took away from that scene was tasty cakes.
I mean, that's product placement for you.
It wasn't even the right product. Yeah, no, that's really interesting. Okay, I'm gonna drop my like super plot twist idea. My I'm like probably not gonna happen, but maybe because we've already established, I think, that Captain Marvel is going to probably have a cameo of sorts, right? Like something at the end of the show, a la Qui-Gon Jinn. But what the like all out like craziness would be is if Captain Marvel swoops in to like take Miss Marvel's place in that. Like she can bear whatever the
power
cosmic energy is. And create the portal and be okay. Like that's gonna be I'm calling that. I'm throwing that out there into the ether. And if that happens, right here, baby.
That's getting time stamped, and we're gonna pull it right back out when that happens.
We probably won't, so who cares?
She is gonna show up at some point in the show, and I don't think it's gonna be like some throwaway end credits thing. I think she's gonna be in the actual show. So
that's what I really get that vibe too, that I joke, but like more than Qui-Gon Jinn was in Obi-Wan. Like I do get this feeling that she'll be like a scene like setting up. However, that being said, that is kind of what the credit scenes are anymore, right? Like a full scene
setting up for the next thing. Yeah.
So yeah, I could see it either way. Could be. I do agree with you though. I don't think she's the credit scene. I
feel like it's gonna be a major culmination part that she's gonna come in at, like the final boss fight, or you know what I mean?
I'm sticking with it now. She's the one that puts the gauntlets on.
Hell yeah.
Calling it. I'm sticking with it.
Boom. And we're gonna call it from the beginning too of Miss Marvel, or not Miss Marvel. Captain Marvel is got too many goddamn Marvels. She's gonna put the bangles on or whatever to extra harness the power, but Kamala's still gonna have her power because she doesn't need 100%. The bangles to use her powers.
Yep, because it's with the powers within. Inside. My iPad told me that.
I found this on my Galaxy ThinkPad too.
I took a picture scan of you and was able to detect the energy.
We're just gonna breeze past that real quick.
Just okay, sure. Yes, no, we're 100% on that. We're 100% on Captain Marvel. We're right. That's why everyone should listen to this podcast, because we're right, fully correct. No issues. I had one more question. I can't remember what it was. I think basically like what would you like to happen so if we're on the second half of the show, what would be like your last kind of wish? Like and it doesn't have to be a major thing. You could just say that you hope Bruno gets a kiss. Do you want Bruno to get the kiss? No, but I'm joking. Like what like is there anything you want to see happen?
I want to see, I have a very good feeling it's gonna happen, but I want to see the other guy get powers, the Kamala or whatever.
See, I think that's the credit scene.
Yeah.
Let me take that back. I've thrown like 3 different things out here today, but like if he doesn't get powers and fight her this season, I think that's the credit scene.
Yeah.
Because then he's gonna get powers and fight her next season.
Yeah. Could be.
Yeah. I think he'll get powers. It's just a matter of when.
Mm. I definitely feel like it could be an end credit scene type thing, like almost like a final do it myself type thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he'll fight her. That's the only thing, is he doesn't seem like,
well, that's the twist. That's the Shyamalan twist,
Shyamalan,
baby.
Yeah. It's all about the twist.
No, but that's what, like, I think right now, right? Like, I see now I'm going full writer mode here. I think right now they're setting it up that he's on Kamala's side. Kamala has to fight his mom. Something happens to his mom, so he gets all bitch mode, and then he has to fight Kamala in the next season.
Yeah, I could see it
going through that. I'm committed to he's getting in the credit scene. Captain Marvel discards the gauntlets. He picks one up. His eyes start glowing or something.
Zoom in on the eyes.
Yep.
And then fade to black. Sorry, cut to black.
Cameron will return.
Calling it now.
All jokes aside, I do think I think Bruno and Miss Marvel have like a kiss moment, and I'm gonna say they both are uncomfortable, and they're like, oh no, we're just friends.
They're gonna kiss and then be like, oh wait, whoa, what?
I can't even, like, I've definitely seen like movies like that, like, but I can't think of an answer.
Like it'll be a heat of the moment type thing, like after a battle, like after the final battle, they'll like embrace and kiss, and then both kind of be like, huh? Like,
yeah. And I think, well, the reason I think it, like, well, first of all, it's setting up friendship and bullshit and all that other fun fairy dust. But in reality, I think what they're going to go for is he's going to go for his dream in California, and they want to be on good terms for that. Yeah. That's, I think, the good thing to do. But like, throw him a kiss.
Which I've heard theories that he could be the one that helps Riri Williams, or right, is that her name? Ironheart.
Oh yeah, which is also next year.
Yeah, because I think she's based in California. Because she's part of the West Coast Avengers, right? Or something? Not West Coast.
I don't know. That sounds
Young
right.
Avengers.
Oh, look, everyone under 20. Well, I forget how old new Hawkeye is, but like everyone we're seeing in Disney Plus is going to be Young Avengers. Like, let's get that out. Except Moon Knight. He's a little dastardly.
A little old for the
for the Young Avengers. Yeah. He's kind of ripe for the Avengers, if we're honest, folks. No, but yeah, I think Riri will definitely be a Young Avenger, or Champions is another one. People keep throwing out Young Avengers because people know that name. Mm-hmm. Champions is essentially a Teen Titans of sorts in the Marvel universe. So I always liked the Champion books. I thought they were fun. That was Kamala Khan, Young Hulk, Miles Morales, Young Vision, and a Young Cyclops, I believe was the last one. So I'm just saying. You guys keep throwing out Young Avengers at me on the internets, and I'm like, yo, Champions is a great book.
Read it up.
That's all I got.
Yeah, that's all I got for this episode.
All right. Thanks everyone for listening and watching on whatever platform you are. If you're watching, make sure you subscribe. Brendan.
Yep. We're at 32 subscribers right now. Let's try to get we'll start modest. Let's get to 35. Let's get 3 more. And then after that we'll go for the goal of 50.
Okay. All right. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do 35. That's 3 people, folks.
That's 3 people.
3 people.
And if we get more, bonus.
Then yeah, we're almost there. And other than that, make sure you are liking this video if you enjoyed it.
Yep.
And yeah, share it around. We appreciate it. Thanks everyone again.
And let us know how you found it. I've been posting it at a couple different places. Let us know in the comments where you found how you found us, whether it was on TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram, Facebook, maybe, but I don't think random people are going to find it on Facebook.
Yeah, you never know.
But all right. Well, hey, thanks for tuning in, everybody, and we'll catch you on the next one.
See you in part 4.